What is the deal, beautiful people? It's your boy Uncle RZA back again. Got some... Yeah, well, you know what this is, man. It's Medal of Honor 2010. This is the golden age of gaming, if you ask me. I guess no one asked me, right? Yeah, but let's get into it. I wanted to reach out to you guys, and I want to get an understanding of where everybody is in terms of used games and trading in your games. Now, it's a touchy subject for a lot of people, man. I feel like when you talk to people about this subject, there's no medium. Everyone's either far left or far right. You know, people just protect their right to hoard games, or they just don't really give a shit about it. So I want to get into that and really what it is and what drives you, and I want to hear your opinion. Most of you already know. If you're new to the channel, you're about to find out where I stand on this. You know, the Xbox One at E3, the very first reveal, was such a momentous time for me. I felt like Microsoft was pushing the envelope and finally bringing gaming in line with where technology was. And I'm talking about digital media. Like, I don't buy CDs, I don't buy Blu-rays. Like, everything I own is a subscription pretty much, or I'll download it from somewhere like Amazon, or, you know, or I'll pay for it on one of these services if I have to. And I really feel like that's the way these things should be. I don't care to own a physical disc anymore. Now, whoa, hold on, homie. Slow the fuck down, son. You too, get off that corner. Now, I do understand that there's a huge sum of people out there that like to collect things. Every now and then I'll see these crazy collections of games sold, where dudes got everything back from like the Commodore 64 to like, oh, that's gonna hurt. From the Commodore 64 to like a Nintendo 64, and they got a huge gaming library, and I think that that's dope. And I feel like, you know, you don't ever want to get rid of that community as a gamer, but the problem here is not a lot of us are like that. Not a lot of us hoard. These guys are hardcore collectors. Not all of us are hardcore collectors. I mean, so for instance, the other day I got rid of my Xbox 360 and I probably had about 30 games. And I probably had 30 games by accident. So before I got rid of them, I had to go through it and say, okay, ooh, good grenade. I had to go through them and say, all right, what do I want? What don't I want? I ended up keeping my Halos, all of them. And oddly enough, I still had the first Halo from the Xbox, the very first Xbox, and that's the only Xbox game I had. So I kept only my Halos. I let go the Modern Warfares. I let go the Medal of Honors, the Battlefields, even the Forzas, and I had the collector's edition of Forzas. Like, I just did not care. So this really, you know, that's my stance on it. Like, I'm all about the digital life, man. If I want to play it again, you know, I'll download it again on the current console. And if there comes a situation like, you know, you're on your damn, I'm wilding out right here, and you're on your PlayStation 4 and you want to play a PlayStation 2 game, well, you know what? You kind of leave it in the hands of the company to like 5 or 6 years down the line, maybe even 10. Will that digital game that you bought be still available for download? Will that service even still exist? And I feel like I trust these guys, you know, just like I trust Amazon. That when I buy something on Amazon, that movie's still there. Damn, I'm hitting them from that far with the Pistolia. Yikes. Yeah, so it's a trust you place. And then there's, I don't fully understand it, but I get the idea that it's your game, you bought it, you own it, and it's always there for you when you want it. But I feel like there's so much that we're missing by not going digital. Like that dream that Microsoft had, where I could digitally lend my game, a copy of my game, to a friend. I go to the game. I said, hey, share this to Snow, and Snow can play it as long as I says he can play it. Like, that to me was like a better tomorrow. Am I camping here? What the fuck? I couldn't wait to get my hands on that, because, you know, you take somebody like Shifter. He plays a lot of diverse games. Shout out to the Ignorant Gamers crew. He plays a lot more crazy shit than I do. And I don't necessarily want to buy it. I don't want to be invested in it. But it'll be nice for him to share a game for me that I could play around it. Well, you know, for about half an hour, 20 minutes. Like, oh, this is pretty dope. It's just not my type of thing, but it's pretty dope, you know? I want that ability, man. I really want that back versus having a crap load of games in the closet, you know? That's just not my thing. And the final equation to that is GameStop. And sure, they've adjusted their pricing recently, which, if you guys didn't see the video on that, you should check that out. Annotations live, links below. Pretty much fuck GameStop. You want to stop raping gamers after years of raping us? No, fuck you. It's too late. But you know, you get your Madden, you get your NBA, and 8 months into the life cycle of that game, it's really not worth much. What is the point? You know what I mean? Why not just buy it digitally and call it a day? I don't really care. Ooh, he caught me slipping. I don't really care to not be able to resell my games. And I feel like the margin on these games is so little these days. Like, what's the point of even reselling them? But hey, man, I could be in my little bubble. It could be just me. I want you guys to really take a second, think about it, think about what you do and why you do it in terms of buying games digitally. Oh, hold that. Wait, what just happened there? Anyway, buying games digitally versus buying a physical copy. If you're more inclined to trade games in, I want to know why. Is that something you feel that will change in this generation of gaming? You know, and one thing that really starting to factor into that, you take something like Battlefield. So you buy Battlefield and then you pay, I don't know, what was it, $60, $90? I don't even remember what it was for the premium. And there's a whole litany of DLC that comes out that just isn't represented on that game. What now? You know what I mean? Like, so let's say you go back 10 years from now, you decide I want to play Battlefield, apart from the fact that the servers will be offline anyway. But let's just say, you know, for argument's sake, you go back and you want to play Battlefield. You can only play like, I don't know, 40% of the game, because they did such a good job at DLC and making that game last for a long time that you don't have any of that on disc anyway. So how does that factor in? What does that mean? You know, I think it's a very interesting conversation, and I feel like if a lot of people really paid attention to their hoarding habits and really why they don't need to hoard, gaming as a whole can just move forward, man. We can get to a lot of the dope shit that this generation was supposed to bring. And I feel like this generation of gaming, this next generation consoles, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, game sharing and a lot of this remote control of your friend's screen, I felt like that was where the next generation was. It wasn't like the graphics and all of that. Sure, it's a byproduct, but I feel like it was just about taking the experience to another level, detaching you from your collection and really letting you explore your friend's collection. I like the way Sony put it, a virtual couch. That's dope as shit, man. I want that back. So holla at me. Do you think, for all my collectors out there, do you think you can give up your collecting habits, your God-given right to own everything, for really a virtual collection with your friends, a social experience? Uncle RZA wants to know. Like the video, comment if you would, please, subscribe. You know your boy's out here working. I'm out of here. But wait, what's the tally? What's the death tally? Let me see what's going on. Come on, let me see that score, baby. Let me see that. I love this game, by the way. Damn. Damn. 32. Man, I'm out of here, fellas. Peace.